Ladies, gentlemen, let the show begin. Alright, do you like video games? And I know you do. What about entertainment? We got that to video game. I'm not a video game. Video game. Oh, what's the name? Video Game Armada. This is the one true Omni Gamer Boss Broads.
It's the informational emperor, True Backlash.
And the First Lady of Media Blue.
We are going to talk to you about Deadpool today. Yay.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Indeed.
It's Deadpool Red Day.
Well, you know, for hearts and bloods. Well, which one represents Deadpool? Maybe both. We'll see in a second. But we're going to try the new quick format like we did for Kung Fu Panda 3, in addition to having my crappy phone with me so you can't hold butt so much. The quick format seemed to work. We tried a quick format before, we kind of fell off the wagon, so we're going to stick to it this time. All right, so let's talk about the story here. Wait a minute, not so fast. What the heck? What the heck are you doing here?
He
Hello.
just shows up at random.
Hello, my name is Batman, and I'm here to talk about Deadpool. No, why are you here? Because Deadpool is an embarrassment of a superhero. He's technically not a superhero. That's my point. He's given people like dark imagery and gore and violence. Well, he's pretty good at what he's done, and he's not so bad. If he passed a blue test, then it's just fine.
What is he even doing here? I was expecting something like Deadpool or Ryan Reynolds, maybe, or maybe Nolan North, or that guy from Team 4-Star. Anyway, what are you?
Batman, stop. No, Batman, stop. It's not nice.
You know what? You think A, you could afford Deadpool, and B, do you think Deadpool's the only one who can break the fourth wall? I'm Batman. And by the way, lady, you're beautiful. I gotta hang out with these two idiots. But I don't get to hang out with such a fine looking woman as such yourself.
First Lady of Media Blue.
I know, right?
You're pretty beefcakey yourself.
Well, thanks. I work out. I do my tries Monday, do my delts Tuesday. Some days are leg day, but that's only when I'm chasing the Joker. But anywho, let's get back to this quote-unquote review. Yes, let's. Who wants to cover the story?
I'll do it. Like always, watch and learn how we do things on my show, Batman. Okay, so
Batman.
So if you're familiar with the comic books or X-Men Origins Wolverine, even though some people, not me, would like to forget how it happened on how Wade got his powers, things are kind of different because you see, it's complicated, but basically, the Wade Wilson, he's an ex-Special Marine officer.
Stupid name.
Well, yeah, it's an okay name, Wade Wilson. It rhymes. But he finds the love of his life, someone who's pretty much like him, more or less. Only it's a woman, and it's a hot woman at that.
Girl pool.
Girl. So basically, he learns that something in his life has gone completely wrong. And again, if you know enough about Deadpool or know enough about Deadpool, especially in the comics, you'll pretty much know what that is. But I still won't say that because it probably is a spoiler. But it forces him to leave his girlfriend for a little bit and try to become a better man, more or less. This process actually is a form of torture that
Wait a second, that might be a spoiler too. Yep.
All right. Well, this process, let's just say, does not help him at all. In fact, it almost cost him everything. So now his life is screwed up, and he has no choice but to use what he's gained from this program, as well as his military training, to get back at the guys who wronged him, and to hook up with his girlfriend again. He has help along the way, in terms of Weasel, a shifty bar owner who still helps Wade from time to time, and a couple of X-Men in the forms of Colossus. If I have to explain Colossus to most of you guys aren't comic book fans, but essentially, he's a big giant Goliath wrapped in steel, and Nick is Sonic Teenage Warhead, a New Mutant style X-Men, a teenager who can blow stuff up. So that pretty much. But who cares? Who cares about that? You know, it's just like Deadpool is it's good about the story. It's not like completely absent of it, but it's about Deadpool cracking jokes, breaking a fourth wall, gore, etc., etc.
Stupid story synopsis. Here's a better one. One day, an idiot with a smart mouth got cancer, got what he deserves, but instead of dying, he gets superpowers.
Batman.
That's not fair.
Batman.
I'm Batman. I should get some superpowers. Well, you have the best superpower. You have money. Well, true, but still.
And stunning good looks.
Well, thank you. I appreciate the compliment. Well deserved and all. You're quite the looker yourself. May I take you out for a bat-me-toe?
Batman. We're going off course.
We are definitely going off course. Let's bring it back on course. Let's talk about the goods of the movie. First of all, for me, Ryan Reynolds. He is a fantastic Deadpool. He's got all the right moves, the way to say it, how to say it. He's like almost the physical embodiment of Batman. I mean, what did you just say?
You had to go there, right?
What did you just say? I slip of the tongue. Slip of the tongue. The physical embodiment of Deadpool. Never compare me to that loser.
Okay, timing. Phrasing.
Loser.
Oh,
Okay, yeah, forgive me, people. It's very action-oriented movie, very 90s-esque in a way, though it's sort of has its own spin on everything. Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool, of course, breaks the fourth wall more times than any other character or superhero otherwise, which has its own little unique flavor to the movie as well. Anyone else got some goods?
Yeah, I actually thought there were a bunch of goods. I actually went to the movie with trepidation. I'd heard so many things about the amount of violence and the amount of explicit sex. So I kind of went there with somewhat hesitation. I went because I knew it was going to be an action movie and superhero, well, quote unquote superhero. So, I figured how bad can it really be? But once I actually got to the movie, and it is not one for kids, I'll, definitely let you know it's an adult movie. It was harmless in the sense of, gratuitous violence. Yes, there was some, but I saw more blood and guts in Kill Bill episodes than I ever saw in this one. But I enjoyed the movie. It was so funny every time they did something gory. Most of the time that they did something gory, you almost forgot you were looking at gore, and you did see your share of it. And as far as the sex, well, I'm sure there was a lot of eye candy for all the fellas in the house. I mean, not one of them resented that part, and I'm sure Batman will attest to that.
Well, I kind of had to object to the fact that, yes, it had plenty of nudity, but it also had a lot of Ryan Reynolds naughty bits in my face. I really didn't appreciate that.
Yeah, I kind of did, but I think overall, the movie was well done. Ryan Reynolds cast in this particular role was a real plus because he already is a good actor. He already does a lot of the boy next door type squeaky clean things. So for him to go in and do one of these deals with Deadpool, knowing the kind of wit and sarcasm and other things that Deadpool, is all about in this movie, Ryan Reynolds was a really good fit. So yeah, I enjoyed it. I thought everybody who goes and sees it, if they're going to stay away because they're thinking they're going to see 50 Shades of Grey superhero fashion, it really isn't like that. It really was a good movie, I thought. Lots of action. Bunch of action.
Wasn't Ryan Reynolds one of the producers?
He may have been.
I thought I saw that in the credits.
I think he's a producer, not an executive producer, which is about the same thing, only lower billing. But yeah, he produced the movie, helped produce the movie.
And there will be a Deadpool 2.
We'll see. I hope not.
All right. So as far as the good goes, it's even though Wade tried to make it seem like this wasn't going to be that type of superhero movie, but it totally was that type of superhero movie. They had to make it rated R to appease the fan nerds, if I may use your colloquials, Batman.
Please.
And they had to add what the comic has made Deadpool's bread and butter about, which means there is occasional gore, there's some sex humor, lots of dirty words, lots of gunplay, people do get unalived. And if you got that reference, congratulations, you watched Disney XD too. Disney XD too. But but other than that, you could tell they're trying to tell a story. I came into this expecting something completely different, and I got a little more of the same, but the same. I have a quote. It's a probably pretentious quote, but unoriginal is not a bad thing. Okay, so I got action. And then later in the movie, I got a little bit more action. At the end of the movie, I got a lot of action. It was insane. So that's definitely good, was the action. I thought they told the story well. The fourth wall breaking was where they needed it to be. It never wore out its welcome, but it's Deadpool. Even when it comes close to wearing out welcome, it's Deadpool. You would be able to understand that. Understand that wearing out. The characters they chose for the movie were also pretty good. Let's see. I liked Colossus in this movie. Everything that Deadpool was, fourth wall breaking, lewd, aggressive, short attention span. Definitely not a good guy, not a superhero like he keeps saying. Colossus was everything. He pretty much was Superman in this movie, except he was Russian and he was a mutant, not an alien. And he couldn't fly.
So they say mutant in the movie. Yay!
Oh yeah, that felt good. It's like, darn, mutants.
Yeah, and Stan Lee made his special appearance, and you'll love where he makes it.
He gets around.
He gets around.
All right, enough of this. Time for my goods.
Wait.
That the movie is over. That's the end of the goods.
Anyway, I didn't finish my goods, bats. Negasonic Teenage Warhead. For those who don't know, she was a minor character who died in her first appearance in the 616 universe of Marvel Comics. They actually didn't have as many powers as she does. They made her look like a star. And Brianna Hildebrand, the actress who played her, she's going to have a bright career, at least for right now, in Hollywood. She played the heck out of that role by not doing too much, but that was perfect for a superhero named Negatonic Teenage Warhead.
Yeah, Sinead O'Connor, right?
Yeah.
So, another stupid name.
And then finally, the villains, they were good. Angel Dust, she was kind of bland in the villain department, which I'll get to in a sec, but as an enforcer, as a thick as all heck woman and beautiful at that, she was great. And she had a good little gimmick too. That gimmick didn't work out so well for her, but dang. And then Francis, or AKA Ajax, he was a pretty good villain. He's up there, surprisingly up there, past some Marvel Cinematic Universe villains, past some Batman villains of late.
Hey, my villains are best villains. These guys are stock and boring. And who names their kid Ajax Francis?
Well, you know what? Ajax is better than Scarecrow. There, I said it. Oh.
You know what? You better get out of here. All right, let's get to the bad because we got to wrap this up. Got to keep it quick. For me, the bads is that, and I hate to really say this, I wish there was more comedy in this. It was like in the movie in itself is like a combination of a superhero, even though he says he's not, kind of is, superhero origin story and Darkman. If you guys remember Darkman, you'll get it. But for me, it was like it had too much drama, too much serious moments, and all the comedy seemed second place. And don't get me wrong, the Deadpool story-wise was very good, but I don't know. I was expecting like maybe more Deadpooliness, if that's even a word. And again, I hate to be that guy expecting things where what I got was really not that bad. But that's the way I see it. So I can't really penalize the movie but so much. But I still think they could have squeezed out a little bit more Deadpool. Even the video game was a bit more Deadpool than the actual movie. But again, I sort of blame this as this being an origin story. So, see it as it was.
Well, I gotta say, the movie I felt was really too short. It's like they didn't do as much as I thought they could do. I mean, they did reference the lack of X-Men in the movie. It's Deadpool's movie, so that's that's kind of like a cherry on top of a Deadpool Sunday. And now I'm gonna stop thinking about a Deadpool Sunday. Ew.
Right.
I wanted to see who Ajax was working for. At first, when I saw the trailer, I thought it was the guy in the suit, but it's not. Slight spoiler. Sorry. It's like
I guess he was working by himself, which he had a partner, didn't he?
he had a partner.
Wasn't Ajax just a thug?
Ajax was a thug in the comics. He did work for some kind of doctor, kind of like an XP of the doctors that experimented on Wolverine. I feel like let me see. And they did something funny in the beginning of the movie. They said there was going to be a cameo. That cameo turned out to be Stan Lee, but I was hoping there was going to be someone else. And it's paint by numbers. If you've seen a lot of that stuff in the trailer, there's more to it, but it's a lot of the same. There's a little bit more drama in there than the trailers let on, and those scenes become apparent too. But if you've seen the rest of that stuff in the trailer, it's right there. There's not much else more to it until you get to the very end. The very end is what's not only made that movie even more epic, but it pretty much saved it from getting anything middle of the road or lower for me. And I loved the whole movie. I really did. It's just like it was short.
Anything else?
Nope. You're next.
Okay. Well, for me, I basically liked pretty much 99% of the movie. Thought it was really good, and the drama really wasn't a factor for me. I kind of thought it was a cool little love story. I thought, who would have expected it to be that way? But it really was, and ideally, it was on Valentine's Day, so yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. And Ryan Reynolds, being who he is, that's his specialty, the little love stories. But as far as the nudity, well,
There's a lot of that.
I thought like
It was obscene. Just say it as it is.
Yeah,
I gotta agree with
it's
you.
kind of a shame that the little ones couldn't come along and see this because.
Oh, I heard a couple kids in the front row.
Did you really?
Yeah, not
Worst
small
parents
kids.
of the year.
Bad parents, very
not
bad.
small kids, but still.
And I routinely take little boys and girls and turn them into my sidekicks, have them trained to fight evil and crime. I am a better parent than all of those people who took them to see Deadpool.
Yeah, well, that was definitely not a kid's movie for sure. And there's no way that you could have sheltered them from it because these things usually just popped in front of your eyes before you had a chance to react. But personally, I think that the movie, if you could have pared down the sex and, the violence kept it at a normal superhero minimum, I don't think it would have hurt the movie at all. And I think kids would have got a chance to really enjoy it. It would have been a great family night out. But I do think part of the reason it was so crowded, aside from the fact that he's the anti-hero as opposed to a superhero, I think a lot of people did come to see the gore. A lot of people did come to see the sex. So I don't know. Maybe it was a shrewd marketing plan. I saw a whole bunch of, dare I say, Reynolds ass all through the thing.
Oh god,
that was quite a surprise. I'm like, I've never seen so much ass in one movie.
Look,
okay.
I expected it fully clothed from Wade. Okay, I get that, but yeah, there was this one scene I didn't need to see. I mean, I'm not into dudes.
Ass, okay, naked ass, not just ass.
Which, if you like that sort of thing, that's your birthday gift. But for the rest of us, we could probably do without.
Yeah, I'm a chick, and naked ass on Reynolds just was not what I expected to see. Like the Super Bowl commercial where you actually saw a whole lot of Ryan Reynolds. That was really pleasant, but the ass, Deadpool.
Yeah, leave it to something to the imagination.
Yeah, just a tad. So those were my notes.
Well, I gotta tell you, everything from A to Z, it's stupid, it's horrible, it's ruining the superhero image for about
Yeah, you have to be objective.
a few thousand years. It's clearly copying off of Deathstroke, whose real name is Slade Wilson. This whole character is a ripoff of a DC property. How dare they? I'll sue them. I'll sue them all in the name of DC.
Backlash, grab Batman.
I can't believe this. Where are you taking me? Leave her.
Boss, go ahead. Pitch in real quick. Quick before he comes back.
No, that's all I had to say. I said the bats before. Basically, not enough like funny Deadpool. A little too much drama. Not that it's a bad thing, but not what I was expecting. It could be more Deadpool-y, that sort of thing. Well, we better wrap this up before he comes back in here.
Good job, Backlash. Hold on to him.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm gonna give this a pass. It was an excellent movie to go and see. Had a great time. It was very well rounded, but like Backlash has said, it was a little too short, or it only seemed short because there wasn't enough Deadpool segments. It was a lot more touchy-feely drama stuff, which I guess what Blue said is what Ryan Reynolds excels at. But Deadpool needs to be more dynamic. I want more Deadpool, and I want more Deadpool-esque things in the next movie.
I liked it. I thought, it's hard to give it a platinum pass because I felt that the things I mentioned. But overall, I really want to. If there was just a platinum, can I get by with just a platinum? No. Pass plus, platinum minus. I really liked it beyond the pass.
So you would give it like a pass plus or something.
Yeah.
Well, I don't like to do those
Even
sort
a
of
pass
things
plus
because they were getting into the
or
weird
platinum
numbers,
minus.
like a weird number thing, like it's gonna be 7.5 or 8.2 or 9.9. I hate that. That's why I created the pass or fail. There's no middle of the road garbage, unless you're talking about mediocre, which is totally legit. But anywho,
It would be a pass plus one.
okay, so it's a pass plus one.
Yeah.
We'll just mark you down as a pass.
Backlash. Okay. I say this and I say this with love, all right? I think the movie was probably the best superhero movie of the year so far. Let's see. And that being said, so honestly, it's the best superhero movie of 2016. It might be the only superhero movie of 2016. But let's just stand by it. You know what?
Wait, there's like Batman versus Superman
Oh,
and the
yeah.
X-Men Apocalypse.
All kinds of
X-Men
stuff.
Apocalypse.
That have aired. Excuse me.
They have who?
I've only seen one superhero movie. It's the only one so far.
Oh, okay.
But I probably would have given this a platinum pass, but here's my reasoning. Don't get mad. They did so much to offend my delicate sensibilities. I mean, I'm a gentleman. I don't need to see men butts and get people getting shot. I saw the Red Band trailer. I was expecting 3 people to get shot in the head at once. That's totally possible. They were just so plain gory and brutal in this movie, especially in the highway scenes. And then that even I could have given a platinum pass for, but then it was the middle. The beginning was explanatory and super obvious. The end was epic. They even threw in a lot of action in the beginning too, but the middle just struggled along. It was slow. So I have to give it a pass. It wasn't perfect, but it was a great movie. It was a thrill ride.
All right. So,
I'm starting to hear. Yeah, I'm starting him to kick down the door here. So this is the one true Omni Gamer, Boss Bronze.
The Emperor Rachel, Emperor True Backlash.
And the first lady of Media Blue.
I got it here. Now, where was I? Wait, what are you doing? Stop. Don't turn up.